Hi everyone. So it has been a long time. I was hoping to make weekly videos, as I said, but that obviously did not happen for a mixture of reasons. But before I get into that, I'm 23 weeks now with this little boy. Just turned 23 weeks yesterday. So just kind of a recap on the first 23 weeks. I was incredibly sick for the first 4 months. I have never, my girls were not like that, so I'm sure it was probably just the IVF meds, but I was so sick, like on the couch or in bed all day long. My husband was amazing. Like, he came home from work, he made dinner, he cleaned up dinner, he put kids to bed, like he did everything. And on the, and then he would go grocery shopping after the kids were in bed. Like, he was absolutely amazing. I was not functional at all. And I tend to think I have a really high tolerance for pain and just moving on with life. But this was beyond anything I had had, like so sick. So that would be why I didn't make videos for the first 4 months. And then summer started. And so we've just been super busy this summer with swim lessons and gymnastics for the girls. And so we've been running for one thing to another. So now that I'm feeling amazing, it's perfect time so that we can do those things for summer. But yeah, that's why I haven't made anything since then, because we've just been incredibly busy and making up for all of that last time of just being stuck on the couch. Got really behind on a lot of stuff. So anyway, here I am, 23 weeks. Just turned 23 yesterday, like I said, and things are good. Like, I feel really good. I'm actually really big for 23 weeks. I'm not exactly surprised about that. My last daughter, if you guys haven't been following me for a while, was huge. She was 10'10" at birth. And people think she weighed actually more and that they weighed her wrong or whatever, but she was really big. She was 23 inches long, really big girl. And so at the end, she ripped a lot of my muscles. So I have a really bad diastasis and I have an umbilical hernia from her, all of which are going to be fixed after I'm done carrying babies. So that's just something that you fix after the fact. But that lends my body to hold the baby outside as opposed to, first it's not like, he's not like sitting in my torso really. He kind of sits forward because I don't have those muscles to hold him in. So I'll insert a picture here of how big I am for 23 weeks. Yeah, at the end with my last, people were asking me how many I was having. Like, I was huge. I'll also include a picture there at the end with her. So I get big when I have babies. So that kind of describes how I'm feeling now. Like, I feel like I'm at the end because I'm not huge, obviously, but a lot bigger than I was with my first pregnancy at this stage, just because I don't have those muscles. And because I don't have those muscles, it leads to like my belly being really fatigued a lot. Grocery shopping in particular is very difficult because for some reason pushing the cart kind of maybe just engages your core muscles, and I don't really have those. So I just kind of feel like I'm at the end in that regard of like my belly hurts if I'm really doing things, obviously. So yeah, just already feeling like the uncomfortableness sometimes at night, like turning over is getting a little more difficult. So it's just kind of stuff happening earlier, and I know that's normal in pregnancies, like subsequent pregnancies, like things just happen earlier. And that's definitely true, and I think it's made a lot worse by the fact that all of those muscles have been ripped. So, yeah, but I'm feeling amazing besides that. Like, it was really until weeks 18 and 19 where I no longer had strong food aversions. I developed bad acid reflux. I couldn't eat anything with tomatoes or onions or anything like that. That's a lot better, but I think 18 and 19, in that span was when all that stuff kind of went away, thankfully. So I'm pretty good. The only aversions I have are no sweets, and I have a big sweet tooth. I love gummies. So does baby's mommy, actually, which is funny. And he does not like them at all. Like, I will want them because I want them. Within a couple of bites, it's just like, ugh, like I get sick, like sick to my stomach. Like, I can't eat that. So, I mean, obviously that's good. I don't need to be eating gummies, but it's just like one of those things that I usually have. And so it's like, oh, he doesn't like that. So obviously I haven't been having that. But besides that, like sweets, I don't want any sweets. So I'll like cognitively want it, and then I'll have a little bit, and it's just like, oh, no. So he does not like sweets, which, hey, that's for the better, but I kind of miss the sweets. But besides that, like all that food aversions are completely gone besides sweets. So there was a point where in the first 4 months where I could only eat bread. I could only stomach like rolls or bread or bagels or anything like that. So we've progressed a lot. Other things, let's see, are pretty normal. I don't have any cravings or anything like that. I think the only thing right now that's driving me absolutely insane is I'm breaking out, but not on my face. I'm breaking out like on my neck, which is really weird. Like, I normally never break out there. And I'm doing my full like face regimen on my neck too, and showering like every day, sometimes twice. And it's just not clearing up. So my sister actually just told me that a friend of hers, while she was pregnant, had it too, really bad. And she said that it was actually an infection, like, and not like breakouts, because it's not like, it's like dry. So it's not like greasy or anything like that. So that's something I'm going to be asking the doctor, because I just, you know, I've had it from the beginning. And so I was like, oh, well, that's just pregnancy hormones, and that's just something you deal with while you're pregnant. So since she brought that up, that's something I'm going to ask the doctor at our next appointment. It's either, I think it's like a week and a half from now. But besides that, things are good. He's growing big. We've done all of the, parents chose to do all of the different tests of like the normal test, the nuchal translucency, and then the first and second trimester screenings. And what else do we do? I think that's it, because their embryos are already PGA tested. So PGS tested? I don't know. I wasn't involved with that part of it. So they were already tested for all the things before. So they haven't, you know, done any of the beyond tests at this rate. He looks amazing. He's doing really well. So a couple weeks ago, we just had our 20-week long ultrasound, and he looked amazing. So we are doing good. Yeah, so I think that's it. I plan to do just a small maternity haul, because I just got a bunch of stuff. And then I also want to do a video on my experience with the IVF meds. I mentioned that like when I first told you guys I was pregnant, like I wanted to do a video on that, because that is a huge part, obviously, I feel like, with surrogacy, because I had never done any of that like with my kids. So I want to do that so people are more aware, because I researched a ton beforehand, because that's just kind of my personality. And there was a lot that I experienced that I had never heard anybody else say. So for my own record, and for anybody out there considering it, or even just doing IVF for their own selves, like, yeah, that was like a big part of it. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye.